Your face in the crowd. I never thought that. Hi love bugs, it's Jen and welcome to today's video. So I am testing a different hair Botox treatment. In my last video I tested out the Prismax hair Botox system that I bought, and spoiler alert, if you haven't watched that video, it's worth watching because I go through the steps of how that treatment works, and I actually liked a couple of products from them, but I did not like the actual Botox treatment from Prismax itself. And as I washed my hair, it became frizzier, and just even my husband was like, what is going on with your hair? My hair looked like I had stuck a finger in a socket. It just was not good. And I'm used to like professional keratin treatments. I'm a hairstylist. I've been doing them for a long time. And so I just really was not pleased with that product. And I had at the same time purchased a different hair Botox treatment. So this is the Nutree Blonde Botox. They have two different ones. They have a regular one and they have a blonde one. And this is the purple one to tame yellow undertones and gray and silver hair, getting rid of like brassiness. And this smells actually really decent. When I purchased this, it did say that it was good for 5 treatments. I really think if you have thick hair, it might be good for 3 treatments, possibly. If you have fine hair, maybe 5. I would say for my hair, my thickness, and my length, I'll probably get 4 treatments out of it. If you haven't already, I hope you consider subscribing. I post here on my main channel 3 days a week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and we do a live chat every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. I also have a second channel called JJ Beauty LLC, is where I post all of my DIY content, including things that are relating more to like Botox and threads. Also, please follow me on Instagram. You will know everything that's going on if you follow me on Instagram, and I've been doing more live chats over there and IGTV. So without further hesitation, let me get into everything you need to know. This was super interesting. So I'm going to first show you application, kind of what I'm doing, and then at the end I'll let you know what I think of this. So this is the Nutree Blonde Bottox Expert Blonde Hair Treatment Mask. It says it's best for blonde hair, anti-brass, eliminates yellows, it has a toning effect, promotes the smoothing of the hair, adding softness and an amazing glossy shine. This says it's a unique formula combining marine collagen, glutamic acid, and almond oil. It says the results can last between 4 weeks and 2 months, probably depending on how much you wash it and if you're using sulfate-free shampoos. Helps to repair extremely damaged hair, helps with hydration and smoothing, results lasting up to 2 months, keeps hair frizz-free, strong, healthy, and nourished, and has an anti-yellow effect for blonde or gray hair. They do have a regular one that has no pigment in it at all, and I am going to be picking that one up as well, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in my final thoughts. So for this, I started with my clarifying shampoo. This is the shampoo that I use for my keratin treatments. Really, any clarifying shampoo will work. Now, a little stylish trick for you when doing this. Leave the clarifying shampoo in on the second wash for about 10 minutes. That's really going to make sure all of the conditioners and styling products and hairsprays are absolutely out of the hair. I do this in service. When I'm working on a customer, I will always leave the clarifying shampoo on their head for about 10 minutes. I rinsed it all out, towel dried, and then proceeded to get the hair 100% dry. Next, I go ahead and I take sections, small sections, about a 1/2 inch in diameter. You can go a little bit thinner if you need to, but I found that 1/2 inch was absolutely sufficient. And I put this Botox treatment from root to end and then combed it through, repeating as I took different sections out, and then just pushed this all the way into the hair, combing it in and taking it in sections.
Letting you go. Keep craving you the days that you don't want me. Like searching for some heat instead of cold breeze. On and on forever, won't you hold me? Now won't you hold me? Oh, 'cause baby I try to tell lies. Now I could spell them out if I still tried. 'Cause I don't care as long as you're there. As long as you're there. Baby, we can do this all night. Keep on second guessing our love, oh love. I don't really
was in, I mushed it all in my hair. I just took it and made sure that the strands were fully saturated. I put on a plastic cap and I sat under a hot dryer for 40 minutes. It says 30 to 40 minutes. I did a full 40 minutes. Now there are dryer attachments that you can buy. When I did that Prismax Botox video, they had a dryer attachment cap for your at-home blow dryer that worked really, really well. And I will link that down below. So if you don't have an overhead dryer like this, I got you covered. It was inexpensive. I think it was like 15 bucks and I really liked it. After 40 minutes, it says to rinse your hair and get 80% of the treatment out. Now, I find it really hard to navigate how much is 80%, how much is 50% of getting this out of your hair. So I just did a quick rinse. And towel dried. With the product, whatever remaining was still in the hair, I just went and blow dried. You can use a Denman brush, you can use your fingers, you can use a wet dry brush, whatever type of brush that you really like for your hair, and I got it 100% dry. I set my iron at 370 degrees. I did that because my hair is bleached. If this were regular hair, I would go up to about 390 to 410. And if someone had really, really strong, unprocessed hair, I might bring it up around 430. But that's for really, really strong hair that doesn't have bleach in it. I would never do anything about 400 on bleached hair. So, you know, having that temperature gauged to how your hair is. If your hair is real healthy, it could go up a little bit higher. If your hair is real damaged, lower. If your hair is super, super fragile, you might even want to take it a little less than the 370. And I fully flat ironed in small sections. Similar type of sectioning to when I applied the product.
Drifting away, drifting away. Now I could spell them out if I still tried. Cause I don't care as long as you're there. As long as you're there. Baby, we can do this all night. Keep on second guessing our love, oh love. I don't really care if you don't mind. Baby, we can do this all night. We can do it.
Now I ended up leaving this just like it is. It stayed kind of purple. I was actually surprised at how purple it was, but I didn't mind it at all. And I left it in like this for 2 days. According to the directions, it's like good to go after you iron it, but I liked the cuticle to kind of settle in and I left it alone for a couple of days. I didn't mind it purple. I just was surprised by how purple it actually was. But right off the bat, the hair feels very soft, very silky, super shiny, and it like moves like I imagine it should. This is how my hair moves when I do a keratin treatment. So it was way easier to do than a keratin treatment, and I wasn't breathing in all those toxic fumes. And yeah, it's just like super soft and shiny. So now I'm gonna get into what it looks like after one shampoo and talk about my final thoughts. Okay, you've seen full application, and now what my hair is doing right now is first washing. So I washed it one time and just blow dried it with like a vent brush, like my wet dry brush. I love this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about as far as smoothness. It feels really good. It took so much of that curl out. I have very, very curly hair. This, I love this. Now, I really was surprised at the amount of toning that they had. I think next time I do this one, I would mix the regular and the purple for me because of my bleached ends. It really was purple until I washed it. But I'm liking this tone right now, but I love the color that it made my silver hair. Because remember, that is virgin hair right here that has not been touched by any color. The ends have been, you know, they were red at one time, they've been bleached 3 times, they're super processed. So they took that purple undertone really, really hard. So I would mix this in the future until all of my gray fully grows out, and then I would feel totally comfortable using this on its own. I think this is fantastic for silver hair that you want a slight cool undertone. I mean, look at that. That's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. But I love how soft. This one made my hair soft, where the Prismax one did not. That one made my hair feel very brittle and just, oof, it was not good. This, I love this. I highly recommend this one, especially if you have like brassy hair or you're worried that like a keratin treatment or a Botox hair treatment is gonna make your hair yellow, because they can kind of make it yellow. And I think this could be tinkered with in different formulations, mixing a little bit in with the regular one. So I'm gonna purchase the regular one, which has no color to it whatsoever. So if you're not looking for a purple undertone or something that's gonna eliminate yellow in the hair, they do have one that has zero coloring to it at all. I'm gonna pick that one up as well. I love this. Application was really easy. Now this one says it lasts 8 weeks. So this is one to do like every 2 months. Keratin treatments tend to last 3 to 4 months. So it does seem like it lasts a little bit less time than a traditional keratin treatment. Easy to do though, super easy to do. It was very pleasant. It wasn't burning my eyes. There weren't any strong fumes. Now when I was under the dryer, I kind of had to like bring my head out a little bit, because when I was under the dryer, I could tell that it was like keratin in there, collagen in there. You can smell what I'm talking about. If you've ever had a keratin treatment or a hair Botox treatment before, you know that smell that I'm talking about. It had that a little bit, but nothing that was like super overpowering. Didn't burn my nose, didn't burn my eyes or anything. I didn't wear a mask, needed none of that. Easy to blow out, easy to iron. My hair is so soft. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think this is what I was looking for when I did that first video. So I'm going to continue to use this. I am also testing another one that I ordered. So make sure you're subscribed, because I will update another treatment. I'll do that one probably in the next 6 weeks or so to see if that one is good. It's one that you guys have recommended to me. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of hair videos like this, if you love hair videos, and if you're interested in these like Botox hair treatments. I'm very interested in them because they're kind of the new up and coming thing. So thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video or live chat. Love you to the moon and back. Bye.